One of the things that I really loved about how you describe your practice is you say you create interiors that tell stories for lives well lived.
20 years ago, if you were building a luxury home, you had to have the requisite wine cellar. Even if the client didn't drink wine, they're like, oh, I guess we have to have a wine cellar.
And she pitched to me the idea of creating a shoppable, luxury, active show house shop space. Bring brands in that want to live together in the space. Bring in artists, bring in myself as a designer. This room was like my first cornerstone room because when we took it over, it was just really a white wall on the side, and behind us was all this aged pine. And I just didn't have the heart to touch it. I wanted to leave it just what it was, and it's kind of like an aged Scotch whiskey.
You have done a lot of color exploration. You're really renowned for how you work with color. Like, what would you recommend from like if you had this like tasting room or this entertainment space or even like, you know, a speakeasy in your house?
Everybody sort of has a color that they gravitate towards. And I always say, some people look in your closet, like, what do you like to wear? What looks good on you? I always say to people that what color speaks to you. Creating a room or a space or a closet with color is one of the most exciting things that you can actually be, because you get a little like supercharged. There's like this excitement, your heart starts to race a little bit when you decide you're gonna paint a room a color. When you look at any of these bottles that hold spirits and liquids, there's colors right there. Like you could get a Farrow palette, hold it up and go, I want the exact color of that Johnny Walker blue, I want that.
I think accenting the special bottles, accenting the spirits on the shelf through lighting.
So I like to just stick up lights in all the corners. Like I'm always like, just hey, put the light on, and all of a sudden that really unattractive plant becomes like the superstar in the corner.
SITU does pluggable LED picture lights.
Yes.
Because that tends to be the hardest thing in design. A client, you're designing their house, you don't always know where a piece of art's going to hang. I mean, you might plan for a big one here, and then all of a sudden they put one in a corner and they're like, oh, I wish I could light it.
But now we're into this technology piece, and the lighting I think is on another level.